All right, guys, what is up? We are finally back. And just know, guys, I am still in the middle of my move. I'm literally still moving stuff around. And, you know, I had to set something up for you guys to do a video. It's been a while. But, you know, it's something special. Something special. I got my first impressions of a shoe that I've been looking forward to for a while now. So as you guys know, I went to Boston right before COVID got real messy. I was actually in Boston. That's crazy to think that I was actually out of state. Crazy. But I got a little sneak peek of the FuelCell RC Elite racing competition, Elite. And I was like, ooh, I can't wait till it comes out. Is it next week? They said no. I said next month? They said no. I said when? They like, fall. I said fall? Oh man, I ain't got time for that. But you know, I was patient and they came in. The shoes came in 2 weeks ago. But I want to give you guys a little like unboxing experience, something different for the channel. So I got Megan's extra pair. Megan's not here right now, she's busy, but you know, I'll hold it down for the initial review, first thoughts, impressions. So this is her extra pair. Like who gets extra pairs? Just Megan, I don't get extra pairs. So here we have the box. Plain New Balance box, you know, but let's see what's inside. Nothing crazy, little paper, but woo, baby. Not gonna lie to you. Megan's pair, this purple, this like bluish, lavender, I'm not sure what this is, but this color combination, I'm feeling it. I wish the men's was this color, but you know, sometimes you can't get it all. But yes, aesthetically, this to me just looked good. When I first saw it in person a few months back, I was thinking, man, it looks good, but how does it feel? I know I have like my carbon plate thing where I'm like, it's good, it's okay, you know, it's all right. This shoe to me is kind of like a blend of what I like about every other carbon plate shoe. So there's like two ways of how I judge carbon plate shoes. You have like the firmer kind of feeling ones, and you have the more squishy, plusher ones. For some reason, it like picks the best pieces of each type of shoe and kind of molds into one shoe. And that can go one or two ways. It can either be like, it's kind of in the middle, where it's like not great at anything, or it could be like, it takes the best out of everything, it makes something awesome. And I'm here to say, it's the latter. So first off, what makes a great carbon plate shoe? Well, has to be light. But when a shoe's light, you kind of lose some like stability as far as the upper. Like you get a little like, if it's too thin, if it's not enough structure on top, you kind of get that flimsy feeling feel. No, I would say they definitely have an actual like heel cup, so you're actually secure, your heel's not slipping. There's actual padding on the sides here of your ankle. And although the mesh is a single layer mesh, it's still secure. It has structure to it. It doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't just move around. And then of course you have that flat race style tongue. I feel like every racing shoe needs a race style tongue. I feel like it doesn't make sense to have a racing shoe that's not racing style. Does that make sense? I don't know. But how does it fit? This shoe fits like a New Balance. Meaning when it comes to toe box space, you get space, which you know that's my thing. There's a few shoes out there that I'm like, okay, carbon plate, racing style shoes, does it fit well? This is one of those that fit me personally well. To me, this fits like a good blend of being very snug in the midfoot, but has a little bit of toe space. I know it's racing, you want your toes to be fast and firm and cramped in there, but keep in mind, this is gonna be a racing shoe for a longer effort. This is not gonna be used for an 800-meter dash or a mile. This is gonna be used for your 10Ks, your 20Ks, half marathons, full marathons. And yes, I give it all that range because this shoe, to me, I feel like it starts to sparkle around 10K, and it can definitely go all the way to a marathon. If you're someone who likes a cushioned shoe that's not super sloppy, I think this is it. It kind of blends. It's not as cushioned as a Vaporfly, but it's nowhere as firm as like a Speed Elite as far as the cushy to firmness ratio. It's like right in that middle, which this is why I like it so much. It's easy to pull it out. You have the full length FuelCell action, and I know they say it's FuelCell, but to me, this feels like the next generation of FuelCell. I know they're not gonna claim it that, they're not gonna market it as that, but let's be real. This is like a little more extra than I got in like my other shoes. A little more than my Rebels, a little more than my Propel 2s. This feels like the next step up as far as like a little more bounce, a little bit lighter weight feeling. It even has a different look to it. So, you know, I'm not sure how they wanna call it, but I'm gonna call it what it is. And it feels great. But I noticed one thing. It was a lot more cushion in the heel than I expected. Like, it's definitely cushioned throughout, but if you happen to heel strike, it's like, whoop. And I said, whoa, what was that? No, you know what I mean? I'm not a typical heel striker, but when testing a shoe out, I want to just kind of test how things feel all over, and I had a little more squish in the booty here. So for those who heel strike, you know, for longer efforts, I think you might like that. If you don't heel strike, I don't think you're really gonna notice it. So yeah, even compressing the foam right here, it just has a little more squishiness to it, a little more compression. So yeah, if you watch my channel on FuelCell shoes, you know I love FuelCell. This here does not change that. If anything, it enhances my love for FuelCell even more. I can't wait for the Rebel 2s. But until then, as far as the carbon plate shoe, this is it. This is one of the shoes I'm gonna keep. Well, not this one specifically. This is Megan's shoe. Mine's is back here. But, you know, I like this color better. Looks better on camera too. All right, let's get up to the outsole. The outsole, you have like the segmented pieces of like rubber. And I like that style of just like having rubber coverage, but breaking it up to where it's covered without having extra weight. It's little things like that that kind of keeps the shoe light but still durable. So definitely you have coverage all in your midfoot. You have a little bit of an abrasion rubber around the heel, so that's always nice. So yeah, coverage, cushion, security. I feel like the whole package is just, this is my favorite. I don't know. I don't want to say because it's only September. You know, we got more time in the year, but as of right now, I think I'm going to edge it as an overall carbon plate shoe. Like, I love the Socket Enduro Pro, and I love the ASICS Meta Racer. But this kind of splits the difference of like an all-in-one, and it fits really good. So I think I'm going to edge it. But like all shoes, there is caveats. This was not a negative for me, but I can see this being a negative for some people. So if you ever tried the FuelCell Rebel and the 5280s, that was that miler specific carbon plate shoe. The shoe could have had more like an outside wedge on the lateral side. So for those who need more stability as far as pronation, this shoe will like make that pronation even worse. Because I believe this shoe is based off for a specific foot strike. More so for a foot strike that's kind of meant to kind of hit the very edge of the midfoot and kind of roll out towards the big toe and forward. So if you're someone who's coming in and you're kind of rolling inward, I think it's just not going to help you for that in the medial side. If anything, it cuts in more, so there'll probably be less support in the medial side than what you get in your typical training shoe. So it's not as extreme as the 5280s. Those, I feel like if you were like not a midfoot striker, you're going to just like roll inwards. And you had to go like really fast for it to like not do that. This shoe is not that extreme. I'm just saying overall, I can see that being a thing. If you're like, I need a shoe with a lot of medial support, and this ain't going to be the carbon plate shoe for you. And honestly, I don't think any carbon plate shoe is going to be great for you. But, you know, as far as racing, it's meant for racing. Not a whole lot of medial support. Let's see. Anything else negative about the shoe? I think honestly it will come down to fit. If you have a very, very narrow foot, maybe it might be too much room in the toes. But I don't know. I feel like it's going to fit most people pretty well. I think I'm going to commit. I think I'm going to say this is my favorite carbon plate shoe so far. I tried just about every single carbon plate shoe at some point this year. And I mean, I really like this shoe. I wish Megan was here. Maybe she might have like more of an opinion. I wouldn't be like, this is the good, this is the bad. But as far as my personal experience, I haven't had bad in this shoe yet. So keep in mind, this is just a first impressions. I've only had the shoe for a week or two. So we'll be doing a full review with the cinematics and all that nonsense soon. So be sure to tune in for that and subscribe if you haven't already. So I've been given the opportunity to interview the Senior Product Manager of New Balance Performance Running, Becca Bro. And now we'll be doing that on Instagram very, very soon. I will have all the information down below, but I need you guys' help because I need questions. Like, I know what I want to ask her, but I want to know what you guys want to know. So I can ask her to find out for you guys, and we can all know what we want to know as the people. So yeah, comment down below any questions you have. And I don't want any basic questions like, how was the development of the shoe over? No, I don't got time for that. I want the real good questions. So anything interesting? Anything you want to know about the shoe? Anything about the future of New Balance? Anything about anything? I'm going to ask. She might not answer the questions, but I'm going to ask. So yeah, my first impressions so far, greatest carbon plate shoe for me personally. But I will be giving you a more detailed review in about a week or so. And yes, Megan will be in the video, so I already asked her. She said she's down for it. She's putting in miles on her actual pair, not this extra pair. Who gets extra pairs, bro? New Balance likes her. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, anyway, with that said, be sure to stay in school, do not do drugs, and if you can, be sure to keep it tight. And I'm about to get back to moving because I got a whole lot of stuff going on and I got to make sure it looks crazy. Hey, low key though, the green lights, they hit hard though.